If you want to live abundantly, you have to feel abundant. If you want to live wealthy, you have to feel wealthy. If you want to have love in your life, you have to feel love. All the great mystics talked about this. They talked about this thing, and it's so important to realize that this is how we create things in our lives. We do it through our feelings. Feelings are first cause. Our thoughts, yes, invoke a feeling. When we feel something, we express it. So if you want something to be expressed in your life, if you want abundance, wealth, love, support, you have to feel that already. It has to be felt. Only when we feel will we express. Let me give you an example. When you feel happiness, you express happiness. It expresses, it comes out, it starts to show up in your life. There are more things to be happy about because you're feeling happy is expressing happiness. If you feel depressed, you're feeling it. Now it's starting to be expressed. It's starting to become tangible. You have more things to become depressed about. Whatever you're starting to feel, you get the thought, then you have the feeling. The feeling will start to bring on the expression. Neville Goddard talks about this at length in his book, in all his books actually. If you do not know who Neville Goddard is, he is a great mystic from the 1930s, and you have to find him. You have to read him. If you are on this journey to change your life in a very mystical, very spiritual, very understanding way, Goddard is the one that you inspiring. You will also hear Abraham Hicks talk about feelings. Feelings are what is going to start expressing through your life. We can talk about affirmations. We can say affirmations over and over and over. Incantations. We can do scripting, tapping. All of these things we could do all these things. But if you don't feel it, if you're not feeling it, it's not going to be expressed, because it's the feeling that sends out the expression. It's the feeling that you are as if you are already there. Your body will react to your thoughts. Your body is actually listening to your thoughts. It's listening to your thoughts. And the thoughts will start to bring on emotions and feelings. And those emotions and feelings are going to start to express out of your body. You're going to start laughing. You're going to start crying. You're going to start doing things because you're expressing out. The same thing about with wealth and love and abundance. When you start to feel and really truly feel as if you already have it, as if it was already in your bank account, as if that person already was in your bed, if you start to feel those feelings as if it was already there, it will express. It will start to express. But the key here, that is the key. The key is it has to be felt. And I don't mean just like, oh yeah, I feel abundant. I feel wealthy. I feel loved. Yeah, I feel it. No, it has to be felt on such a level that your body believes that it's true, that there is no mistake. If you want to live abundantly, you have to feel abundant. You can't just say it. It's not going to work. You're going to keep saying it and over. I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. I have so much money, I'm so excited. It's just words. It's just words. But words with feeling, words with thought, feeling, emotion, you're invested in this. This is a desire now. That's my dog. If you feel this, it will express. It will start to express in your life. My dog is sleeping. It's so cute. I just want you to get this point. I want you to drive it into your head. I want you to understand that when you are sitting there and you're trying to go through your emotions and go through your affirmations, and you're sitting there and you're like, this is not working. I keep saying to myself, I keep speaking these words. I keep thinking these thoughts. You keep thinking the thoughts and you keep saying the words, but you don't have any feeling behind it. There is no feeling of gratitude, because when you feel something, it's because you already have it. You don't feel a feeling of happiness unless you actually have happiness. You don't feel the feeling of depression unless you actually have the depression at the moment. So even if you don't have the wealth, abundance, and the love of your life in your life, you have to pretend and feel that already, and that will start to express. It'll start to come out. I'm talking, get emotionally involved into this desire. Get emotionally involved into this feeling of having it now. Start to feel the gratitude that you would feel as if you already had it. Let tears fall down your face. Feel the joy of driving your brand new car, putting the wedding ring on your finger, having your first baby. Have those feelings, have those thoughts, let the thoughts and the feelings, but let the feelings drive you there. Let it seal the deal, because that's where it's going to start to express. Children are the masters at manifesting, because they have no resistance to it. They're not thinking, I'm not good enough to get that new bike. I'm never going to be able to get a new bike. They just think, I'm going to get a new bike. And they feel the feeling of, they're probably going to bed. They're dreaming about it. They're having their bike and their hair and going out with their friends. And guess what? They get it. They get it. They want to go to Disneyland. They imagine all the stuff that they would do and all the things they would see. They feel it. They feel the joy. They feel as if they were already there, as if they already have it. And guess what? They get it. So the same principle that applies to people that have non-resistant. So this is where you start to get non-resistant in your feelings. When you have the feeling of abundance, but you also have the thought of, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve abundance, I'll never have abundance, I'll never have that $1 million, I'll never build that business, I'll never meet my soulmate, I'll never have my first child, or I'll never have a kid again. Whatever that is, whatever that thing that you want, and you're still in the back of your mind having that resistance, having that inner talk, you're putting them both on the brakes. Like nothing's coming through. Nothing's coming through. Because, yeah, you might feel as if all that stuff is happening, but in the back of your mind, you're still having resistance against it. You're not allowing these things to push through. So not only do you have to feel the feelings, but you have to believe it. You have to start to believe in the things that you want and desire and feel them as if you had them. Have no resistance to them. Don't tell yourself in the back of your mind, I'm abundant, and you're feeling abundant, you're feeling joy, and you're feeling all this stuff. And in the back of your mind, you're like, but am I really going to get that money? Am I really going to meet my soulmate? Don't resist. Let it flow. And the best way to not resist it is to be grateful for it. Just be grateful that you have the ability to have the thought and the feeling. Because once you know that you have the thought and the feeling, there's nothing stopping you but you. Nothing is stopping you from getting what you want except you. You're the only one. The world cannot stop you from getting what you want because the world isn't in control. I put another video on there and it talks about how life is responding to you. You don't respond to life. Life is not giving you something and you react to it. Life's not in you, it's giving you and you react and giving you and you react. No, it's you're giving life something and it's bouncing back to you. Like I said, it's that ball. You throw the ball and the ball comes back. Throw the ball and the ball comes back. So if you throw the ball and you're throwing it with feeling, now you're throwing it out there. You're already giving great gratitude for what you have. You know that it's there. You know that it's possible. Feel the feeling as if you already have it. Have no resistance to it. Be grateful. Have no resistance to it. Believe that it's possible. You don't even have to believe it's possible. You just have to feel like as if there is no other way. This is the only way. But it's true. The only way you are going to start to manifest all of your dreams, all the things that you want in your life is you have to feel it. You can put all your little affirmations away unless you are going to take those affirmations and make them an emotional feeling inside your body to the point that you feel those things. You feel the money in your hands. You see your bank account rise up and up and up, and you feel the feeling as if you looked at your phone and you just dialed into your bank account and you look at it and it says $100,000 on it or $1 million. What would you feel? How would you feel at that very moment? Pretty excited, pretty fun. I mean, you would be so excited. Now have the feeling of you spending it. Now, what would you do with all the money? Have the emotion. Start to imagine these things. Get emotionally attached to your desire. Get emotionally attached to what would I do if I had this already? What would this look like in my life? What would it look like if I already had the love of my life? You have the vision. Now move that beyond your vision. Tell your brain it's okay to have what you want because now you know it's safe. It's already on the other side. I have what I want. There is no resistance to it. I feel the feeling as if I have it. There is no other way to bring these things. The only way you can really express these things is to have the feeling as if it was already in your life. The body doesn't know. It does not know if it's true or not. It doesn't know. It's not going to go and look for evidence. The evidence is you feel it. Oh, I feel it. I feel that. She's very emotional about it. I can feel the goosebumps of it. She's these imagining these thoughts become matter. Feeling drives it there. You want to get there faster? You want to quantum leap? You want to make that thing happen faster than it ever could? Feel your way there. Feel it. I'm driving it in. I'm driving it in. Okay, so now we know. Feelings are first cause. Well, we have our thought, but the feeling is where the first cause of expression. The thought is just a thought. We have thoughts, we have thousands of thoughts, we have millions of thoughts. But until we become emotionally invested in that thought, until we pick up that thought, the one thought that's running around on that conveyor belt that we have, the thoughts of conveyor belt going, and we grab that thought, and then we put it in our feelings and emotions, and we become emotionally invested in that thought. That is when that thought starts to become a material thing. That is when that thought becomes matter. Don't let these things go. If you let these thoughts on this conveyor belt and you grab one and that's the thought you want, if that's the thought you want, and you become emotionally invested in it, either if it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. It doesn't know. It will manifest into your life. The feeling is what drives it there. So this is good and this is bad. And the reason why it could be bad is because you can grab one of those thoughts, take it down, and be emotionally invested in something that doesn't benefit you. Depression, loneliness. You're looking at what's missing in your life. You start to become invested in things that I'm broke, I'm poor, and then you start to feel it, and you become emotional about it, and then all of a sudden it's there. It's like already, once you start to become invested and emotionally invested into this thought and become a feeling, it starts to materialize. It starts to be materialized. It starts to take form. It starts to become matter. Even if you don't want it to happen, even if you don't want it, the thing is that you're driving the bus with that emotion. So if you don't want that feeling, if you don't want that thought, you took that thought and you're now invested in it and you're emotionally invested in it, but it's the thought that's not for your benefit, stop giving it emotion. Stop giving it feeling. Let it go. Put it back on the shelf. Let the thought go. Let it go on. Go, go, go. Stop becoming emotionally invested into that thought. Because the more you give it feeling, the more you give it any of your emotion and time, the more attention you give it, the worse it's going to get. The harder it's going to get rid of it. Because you became emotionally and feeling invested into it. So when we're on the conveyor belt of thoughts and we grab one, make sure it's a good one. Make sure when you're looking at those thoughts that you want that thought to become materialized. Because if you don't want it to become materialized, put it back. Don't become emotionally invested in it. Let it go. Let it go. And when you say your affirmations and when you say what you want to create in your life, say it with feeling, as if you already had it. Say it with feeling. Believe that it's possible. Know that if you even had the thought, it's possible. If you even had the thought, it's possible. And that's for another time. I'm Shay. This is my channel. This is Thrive Theory. I love this channel. I'm invested in this channel. I'm emotionally invested in this channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I hope you have a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Please watch some more of my videos, like and subscribe.